Alrighty. Good morning, everyone. This is Stephen Jenkins over here with Insurance Agency Marketing Services. Want to thank you all for joining us on the call today. Later, we'll have Kendall with Snappy Kraken on here to go over what they call the bare minimum marketing. But before we get into that, want to take a couple minutes and chat with you about some of the additional ways IAMS is here to help add value to your business. So first up, we have our new producer builder. As you can see there, we have a couple different point totals from 100,000 to 1 million. In your first 6 months with us, you automatically get enrolled into our new producer program. You can see there's a variety of different options that you can cash out, whether that's marketing programs, marketing dollars, cash trips, etc. If you got any questions on that or would like to know a little bit more, just reach out to one of us sales directors here. That number is 800-255-5055. In addition to that, we've got our referred producer program. If you know of an agent who maybe isn't quite happy with their current IMO relationship, or maybe you think that they'd be a good fit over here, send them our way. Not only will you get a bonus when they first get contracted, but then on an ongoing basis, they receive a bonus based off their production. You don't have to do anything. We'll take care of all the support and services for that agent. This could be a great way to generate an additional revenue stream. In addition to that, we've also got our standard marketing reimbursement program. As you can see, that's $100 for every qualifying 100,000 of index annuity premium. And then on the life insurance side, it's $200 for every 100,000 on the single premium life and $200 for every 10K of life target. Again, if you'd like to know more information on that, reach out to a sales director. That number is 800-255-5055. Back office support, I'll touch on this for a moment. It's been a real cornerstone of IAMS for the last 38 years. I see a number of you on the call now that have used us in the past. So whether that's pre-sale, illustration, design work, or pre-underwriting, the whole submission to commission process, our team does an amazing job. So if you haven't tested us out yet, I do encourage you to do so. Our IAMS website is a wealth of information. We have sales tools, our IAMS portal, and this is just really a wealth of information. You don't really need to be contracted with us to even access this. We've got our whole quoting software out there on the portal for annuities and life insurance. We've got current rates. In addition to that, we've got our e-app platform, product information, and underwriting information. We also have our sales resource library, which has hundreds of point of sale pieces out there. You can instantly download just about any topic you can think about talking to a consumer about. If you have any questions or want a deeper walkthrough on our website, reach out to one of us sales directors at 800-255-5055. I do want to mention that our portal does integrate with all of the standard e-app platforms, so Firelight, iPipeline, Luma, as well as Sunfire on the Medicare side. If you're curious about what carriers do integrate, we do have a cheat sheet out there. Reach out to your sales director for more information. Our creative marketing team, and creative is really the key word here. They work on a variety of different projects for agents all across the country in different phases of their career. They do an excellent job when it comes to translating what image and what idea that you have and bringing that into life. They also have a big focus on brand, as branding has really evolved over the last few years. It's really what consumers look at when they're in the marketplace, and really place a great importance on your digital brand. And we have more and more agents who are doing more virtual sales and consumers who are doing more research online. So if you don't have a very robust digital brand in addition to your local market space, it can definitely impact your business. If you have questions on our creative services, I do encourage you to reach out to one of us sales directors here. But I am curious, so I'm going to launch our first poll question here. And it's, are you currently using any of our creative services, ARM's creative services? I'll leave that poll up here for a couple of seconds here, let you all get answered. Let us know if you're using any of the creative services. If not, I do encourage you to take a look or reach out to our sales directors because they really can do a lot for you. All right, I'll get that poll closed down here. Next up, we recently launched our RAA several years ago. We've seen pretty significant growth in our wealth management. So this is our second poll question. Do want to know if you all are interested in any of our IAMS wealth management, or if you'd like more information. The team really does a great job out there. So this is whether you've been thinking about adding AUM to your business or you have it now. maybe you recently got your 65, or you're not quite happy with your RI relationship, just check yes, and we'll have someone from the team reach out to you and see what services that they can provide. Next up, we have our Life and Annuity Academy. In fact, we just had a couple of great group of agents here the other week. Unfortunately, I do believe that was the last one for the year, but these events are an amazing opportunity for you to spend some time working on your business. We know it's not easy to do what you do when you're out in the field, running the business, meeting with prospective clients, dealing with IMOs, carriers, etc. But these academies are really a great opportunity for you to spend some time alongside other like-minded individuals, just working on your business and thinking of new sales strategies, and prospecting plans. So if you want to reach out to a sales director, I believe our next ones are in 2025. Might be a good idea to start looking at your calendar to see if you could fit one in there. All right, Quebec trip qualification has been underway since the beginning of the year. Keep in mind that the production from January 1st of this year all the way up until June 30th of 2025 will count towards qualifying. If you'd like additional information on this or to see where you're currently standing, reach out to one of us sales directors. We'll be able to provide you an updated count. Lastly, I do want to make sure that you follow us on Facebook, as we do syndicate a lot of our information and content out there, whether that's on product changes, marketing ideas, what's going on in the industry. This is one of the best ways to see that information. So with all that, I am going to pass it over to our presenter today. On here, we have Kendall with Snappy Kraken. Kendall, hey, thanks for joining us.
Hi, thanks for having me. It's great to work with IMS. You guys support so many of your professionals in generating growth, whether that's your marketing initiatives, their sales strategies. And so it's going to really align with what we're chatting about today. So I'm going to share my screen. Give me just a second to get it up. If you're not familiar with myself or with Snappy Kraken, I am Kendall Wild. I'm your partner relationship manager here at Snappy Kraken. I'm really excited that you're here to join me. I talk to a lot of advisors, a lot of agents about organic growth. So how to really generate more prospects, grow your audience, turn that audience into clients, and then use your clients as a referral system. So at Snappy Kraken, we support financial advisors and insurance agents in doing just that. So we are focused specifically on this industry. We make content, we build websites, we have an entire holistic marketing approach for the wealth management space. And so at Snappy Kraken, we're making it easy, we're making it efficient for you to organically grow your business. So most advisors and most agents, they're looking at about 2 to 3% organic growth per year, give or take. But those that are using a Snappy Kraken are typically finding about 15 to 20% organic growth. So they're growing their audience, they're producing more leads, but unique leads that are specifically built and interested in their solutions. And then we're providing resources to help to engage with those prospects and with those clients to turn them into a growth system for your business. So today we're going to talk about the bare minimum marketing approach. So you're only needing to spend about 30 to 60 minutes to leverage our program to engage with both your prospects and with your clients. And so when we think about marketing and the benefit of what it does to our business, it's more of a proactive approach in the way that we communicate with those that we either want to work with or we already have in our book of business. And so a lot of times people will get their minds kind of in this creative paralysis, thinking that we need to create content, that it has to be, posting, and we start to get this DIY spray and pray approach with content. And oftentimes we fall off because it can be time consuming. It takes, anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours to create your own emails and Facebook posts and LinkedIn. So at Snappy Kraken, we create not only content, but engaging campaigns that are fully automated, that you can customize, but we'll be able to go out on your behalf with only 30 to 60 minutes per month to be able to share all of this information. And so we make campaigns that what we call are omni-channel, meaning that our campaigns both hit on emails, they touch on social media posts, we have text messaging, really the entire gamut of where any of your prospects and clients may be at, we have content to be able to meet them there. And so today I want to go over the cadence, the strategy, and the method behind how advisors and agents are generating 15 to 20% growth using our content and using our strategy. So our strategy is really the backbone of all of this content. We want to move away from creating and then just randomly posting and hoping that that works, and instead create a method that is quite simple and easy to follow with the tools that we put into place. And so oftentimes when we think about marketing, we think about generating leads. And that's where the jumping off point for many professionals may lie, which isn't a bad place to start, but I actually want to reframe where you begin. Many of you are already going to have a book of business that's really strong. You have clients that you've worked with for years. And what I believe and what Snappy Kraken focuses on is client engagement. So using these clients to open new opportunities for your business, generate more referrals. You know, we are getting close to the holidays. We're going to have these conversations with our friends and families, sitting around the table, intimately talking about the election cycle that we're in, or you know, retirement that may be coming up for people, tax opportunities that aren't really all that far away. And so when these conversations come up, you want to make sure that you are engaging with your clients on a regular basis so that they feel comfortable enough to be able to share your information when those important topics come into play. And so we do our own data. We are a huge data-backed company. We create our own reports, but we also partner with a lot of great names in the industry. Most of you are probably familiar with Michael Kitces. He has done a report where he found something interesting. He found that 3 out of 4 primary reasons that clients are leaving their advisor is not because of the investment returns or their performance or their dividends. It's actually because a lack of communication. So advisors and agents, they are failing to timely communicate with their clients on a regular basis. And so when these conversations come up, and when there's a worry during an election cycle of what may happen, if they're not hearing from you on a regular basis, they may look for a second opinion. So if you're not communicating with them, because there's easy tools like Snappy Kraken, there's a good chance that another advisor or another agent may be in their email inbox, or maybe your client is simply scrolling on Facebook and they find a post that resonates with them, or they do a Google search and something pops up, someone's SEO strategy is working and they're in their area, and so they reach out to hear what others may have to say. And so client retention is a large portion of your growth, and so losing a client, you have to consider what is the weight if that were to happen. And so not only did Michael Kitces find this, Y Charts did their own, and they wanted to find the percentage of respondents who would either switch or consider switching their advisors. And back in 2020, 47% of clients said that they would change, but now in 2024, that number has skyrocketed to 75%. We live in this environment where you are able to communicate with people at the snap of your fingers. And so we are used to an instant gratification between the people that we work with. And so if we don't get that in return, if you're only communicating with your clients on a yearly basis, or maybe twice a year, or maybe you're only sending out a birthday card, people are looking for more because they're used to hearing from people on a far more regular basis than even, 2 to 3 years ago. And so when we create this content, it's about saving you time and also saving your clients for your business, so keeping them close to you. We interviewed 800 high net worth investors at Snappy Kraken, and 52% of them said that they would consider hiring a new advisor in the next 18 months. It's a stressful time. People are just considering their options. They want to know what's going to be best for their businesses, for their families, for the next generation. And so when you think of your clients, we're in the midst of this generational wealth transfer. And so whether that's just keeping them in your book of business, or maybe opening new opportunities to speak to the next generation, to speak to the other family members, to see what other opportunities are within that single client. Client communication is a major factor in your marketing strategy. And so today we're going to talk about how frequently you need to be doing that, how easily you're able to accomplish that. And so we're talking about the bare minimum approach. You don't have to spend all day, you don't have to spend hours and hours creating this content, DIYing it yourself, spraying it on your profiles and then hoping that it works. Instead, you're able to rely on a partnered technology. IAMS, coupling this with what IAMS is able to provide for you, for their strategies, for their marketing opportunities. Coupling what they do with an automated campaign system and a website builder that has a strong SEO strategy along with it. If you want to do texting, we have that as well. But there's a lot of different routes to make sure that you're staying in front of these people. So at Snappy Kraken, we create something called the marketing mix, and you're looking at that right here. We make this every single month. This is a prescriptive guide on what to post, important dates. And so when you sign up for Snappy Kraken, you have this every month to go through and guide you on your marketing. We also have a customer experience team that's here to service your needs, walk you through webinars, on-demand videos. So there's a lot of hands that are here to support you in your marketing and organic growth strategies. And so this is the content calendar. This is the cadence that advisors that are using Snappy Kraken, that are generating 15 to 20% organic growth for their business, are using. And so what we're going to cover is bi-weekly emails to your clients. So just twice a month, you're going to have something that's going out to them, touching base. We're going to have a weekly email to your prospects. Now, your prospects are different from your clients. These are people that need a little bit more TLC. They need warmed up. They don't know you yet. They haven't built this trust and credibility. And so with your prospects, they need a little bit more. And so that's why we're changing it from bi-weekly to weekly. And then we're going to go through how to create a short form video to all of them once a month. We provide all of the information, all of the easy steps to do this. We'll cover that in just a little bit. And then there's a bonus at the end that's going to be the cherry on top that really makes this massive difference in your content, in your communication. And we're going to leverage some of the technology that we integrate into our system later on. And so let's go through. I know we've been really harping on clients, but I want to stick on this theme for a little while longer. So we create something that's called the timely emails. These are just single topic, one email that you're able to log in. All of our content is FINRA reviewed. It's easily compliant. We send this over to either your broker dealer, or maybe you don't need one. Maybe you have your own compliance team. Whatever the case may be, we make compliance easy. And so you're able to log into the library, choose one of these, and be able to send this out twice a month. Some advisors and agents, they use Snappy Kraken solely for this. This is our #1 used campaign and product in the library, is our timely emails. And so take a look with me. Take a look at these different subject lines. We use a couple of different maybe methodologies or just topics that are going to resonate well in an inbox. One, we like to focus on optimism. Not often do you log into your email and find an optimistic tone coming from your wealth manager or your insurance agent. And so there's one that's called "It's Going to Be Okay." There's one over here on the right that's about gratitude. And so we sprinkle in content that's not only just numbers and market focus, but really more of that relationship builder. And we've seen wonderful results coming back from clients thanking their advisor for sending something with this positive tone, especially during such intense times for a lot of people. And then beyond that, we use other just interesting topics. So these are going to be more relevant, timely information. Bear market, now what? Another wild ride. We have, things about tax opportunities. Really, any topic you can think of, we cover, and we produce 2 of these every single month. So forget about creating your own emails. If you're someone who likes to do that, we also have an AI email builder that you can create your own content and still use the automated system. But if you are someone who says, I don't want to create my own content, I want to log into a library, I want to choose a couple of pieces, and I want to be able to send these off and trust that they will land well, that they will resonate with my clients, then Snappy Kraken is here to support those needs. We create all this content for you, and so it's easy to use. So we talked about clients. We're going to do that twice a month. But now let's focus on prospects. So leads are important, but not all leads are created equally. At Snappy Kraken, we have different ways of generating leads. We have lead campaigns. We also have a strong SEO strategy. We have downloadable PDFs on your website, a lot of different tools to be able to do that. But once you have a list of prospects, now we need to start to walk them through some steps, some nurturing steps to start to create trust and credibility, to build these conversations, create the dialogue, and then hopefully generate more meetings for your business. Because I trust most advisors, you know your information, you know what you're talking about. And so you just have to get in front of these prospects. You need to be able to have the conversation. And so using tools that will be able to build that dialogue will get you in front of more people. And so we need to talk to them on a weekly basis. And now this is one of my favorite campaigns because it's low effort, high reward. It's an 8-week prospecting nurturing campaign. And I want to walk you through this diagram over here on the right. So these are just an email campaign. Some campaigns have emails and social posts, but this prospecting campaign has 8 emails. So you log into the library one time. It's already loaded and ready to go. You can customize and personalize this content if you wish, but if not, it's turnkey and it's ready to roll. And so you'll simply launch this, you'll send it to your compliance team, and then once it's launched, all of these are going to start to load day 1, day 7, day 14, and so on. And once these emails go out, it generates this landing page that essentially is explaining all of the different ways and solutions that you're able to serve your clients. Just starting to kind of build this story of who you are. And that's where you can really customize it if you have something special that you want to highlight. But if not, it's explaining to these DIY investors or DIY wealth managers on why it's a better option to be able to use a professional, someone who does this every day, someone who has a stronger strategy than they may have. It's really trying to provide them more information on why they should work with you without you having to really knock down their door or send a million cold calls. These emails are wildly effective because they build on top of each other. They're not just spray and pray, one campaign or one piece of content goes out, another one about a different topic. These build on top of each other. So you're staying focused. You're keeping your prospects focused on what the goal is, which is to start a conversation or to book a meeting with you. And so these campaigns are great to be able to start those with your prospects. Let's talk about this. I love the mirror exposure effect. I probably put this in every single presentation because it's really simple. It's easy to understand. It's really just the more that people are exposed to you, to your brand, and to your solution, automatically they start to prefer you and your brand. Now, Of course, your content has to be engaging and informative and interesting. So there's aspects to this exposure that do make this work a little bit better. And so when you have great content that is engaging with those people, they start to prefer you on a more regular basis. So, you know, we're in this industry where people don't make an automatic buy. 95% of clients in the wealth management space, they don't buy overnight, right? It takes months, sometimes years for your clients or your prospects to turn into a client, because you have to wait for the right time, maybe a sudden inheritance or you know, a death of a family member, God forbid. But whenever that major life experience comes up and they are ready and they are searching for an advisor or a solution, you want to make sure that you are top of mind, because you have exposed them to your brand on a regular basis through email, through touch points, through text messages, whatever you want, however you want to communicate them with them, you need to just stay top of mind for when the time is right. And so we're going to talk to our clients on a regular basis. Same thing with our prospects, a little bit more. But now I want to talk about video. Video is very exciting for 2024. It's going to be even more popular next year. It's gaining rise because it's a differentiator for you. Most advisors, most professionals are not engaging with video. And so it gives you this opportunity to create this personal connection very, very easily. And you may be saying, Kendall, I don't like the camera. I don't like to be in front of it. It's like riding a bike. You have to get comfortable. It takes a little bit of time, but we give you the resources to take a lot of that pressure off. You don't have to think about what topic am I going to send this week and next week. We create all of that for you. We give you a script, and then we give you all of the tools to be able to record it. All you need to do is have your laptop, even have your cell phone, and record these for yourselves. Send in the chat, is anybody making videos in this webinar? Is anybody creating their own? Sometimes you have those maybe long form where they're really like professional. You're spending quite a bit, but they're used on your website and a little bit more of like an infomercial about your business. Or is anybody creating videos on like a short form scale? So just 60-second video. Wealthbox, Salesforce, and then Practify is our fourth that we recently integrated with. So if you don't use those, we can still upload your contacts, no problem. Those two-way syncs just make it a little bit easier to have everything under one roof and speaking to each other, so that these technologies are working in the most efficient way.
Hey, Kendall.
Anywho, yeah.
Kendall, we did not hear you for that whole slide. You had lost
Oh, this
audio.
whole slide. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now. It just popped on now when you're wrapping up, but at the beginning of the slide, we couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we're pretty much just talking about video. I also mentioned the integrations that we have, which I think are important, just in case we didn't hear those. I was going over the different integrations with Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. These videos that we provide, so these video scripts, they're about 60 seconds long. You're able to put them on a teleprompter. You can read through them and record on your laptop through maybe Zoom or Vidyard or Loom, and then drop that URL once you've recorded into the campaign. It's already pre-built and ready to send. And then once you have that, it'll go to your list of contacts. The CRMs that we integrate with are Redtail, Wealthbox, Salesforce, and Practify. And so we have this two-way sync so that the technologies speak to each other and work in the most efficient way. And so maybe you already make videos and they're on your YouTube page or they're sitting on your website, and you want a better way to distribute these videos so that more eyes get on all of the work that you've put in to build these. And so our automation system and these campaigns that you're able to send are a great way to just get more viewers to your video. And so these are called our personal connection videos. We have about 40 of these in the library. It takes a lot of the heat off of what to talk about, topics you want to go over, because we produce so many of these that you're able to just log into the library and have full access to. So video is just a great way to differentiate yourself from other advisors or other agents, because most people aren't doing this. And it's a great way to start to get your clients and prospects more familiar with who you are and build a connection online. What we have found is that videos are wildly effective. So advisors who add video into their emails have a 117% better email open rate and 120% higher click-through rates. And then another little secret about videos is adding that into your subject line. So if you're sending a text-only email, just consider maybe taking some of that text out, adding a 30-second video of yourself, putting it in the subject line, a little bit about what the video pertains, and then it says watch video. And you'll find that more people are just curious. We want to know what's going on. We like to have something to be entertained by, and so we just have a better performance rate by those who include video. We make all of this really easy. We have it done for you. These 60-second videos can feel overwhelming, but they don't need to be. We make this easy. We have the resources in training. And at the end of the day, it only takes about 15 to 20 minutes. Once you go through the script, we give you all the details on how to record. You take that URL and you put it in the campaign, and now it's sent out to your entire contact list. So let's talk about this bonus. We went over clients, we went over prospects, we talked about the video to all, so we're touching base on a regular schedule. But a lot of people will say, you know, I want my content to be different. I want to speak directly to my clients, to my prospects. I have my own tone of voice that I want to be able to portray in my content. And so at Snappy Kraken, we give you all of the resources to be able to personalize these campaigns. Number one, you can go in and you can edit every single element, but we also provide AI-powered tools. So we have OpenAI integrated into our content library. And so you can use this in a couple of different ways. This is how we have it built. So if you're looking at a campaign, you can drag and drop all of these different tools. It works just like ChatGPT, except this is actually in our automation library. So you don't have to copy and paste anything. You can build all of this. You can add images. You can add a text message. You can do a header, a call to action button, all through AI-powered tools. And so by integrating this, you now have the opportunity to pretty much have a personalized copywriter on your team creating this content. You take your ideas in a matter of seconds, you'll be able to produce an incredible email that lands well, that speaks directly to your maybe ideal client base or your targeted prospect list. And so AI tools, they're all the craze because they do save you a ton of time, and they just kind of give you that little edge with your content to make it more personalized. So in our Visual Insights newsletter, we've gone over quite a bit of content of what we did. We talked about the timely emails. Those are the single topic. We talked about the 8-week nurturing campaign for your prospects. And then this is our Visual Insights newsletter. You're able to send this both to your prospects and to your clients. You can personalize every aspect to it. You can add video into this. And so make it your own. But this one is a little bit more built out. It's robust. It has all the bells and whistles that are going to drive the results that you're looking for, starting more conversations, booking more meetings, because these are the omni-channel campaigns that we're talking about. We have the 4 emails that go out within the month. We also have a social post that goes out every single week. And maybe you only use Facebook. Maybe you don't use LinkedIn or Twitter. You don't have to. These are just the integrations that we have. You're able to turn these on and off. You can really customize these out to your liking. But once this Visual Insights newsletter goes out, the whole point of this is to book a meeting with you. And so they will have an opportunity to book a meeting. You'll have your calendar, whatever you use. Maybe it's your Calendly, maybe it's Google Meets. Whatever the case may be, they'll have the opportunity to book a time with you. And then once they do, they'll be able to have a confirmation page as well as an email confirming their appointment and a follow-up day 7. Now, those follow-ups, they are massively important. And a lot of times we're us humans, we tend to forget. It's easy to let those things slip through the cracks, but that's oftentimes where Snappy Kraken and the automation, we pick up the slack. So we offer those extra little details that make a big difference. And so these campaigns, like I spoke about earlier, they build on top of each other, really emphasizing how a prospect and a client should book a meeting to speak directly to you. So these go out 4 times a month. So 4 reminders on, how to get in touch with you. And it's just a proactive way in communicating with your book of business and your contacts. Now let's talk about some of the cost breakdown. So at Snappy Kraken, we really want to offer affordable options for advisors, whether you are a one-man band and you're running your own practice, or maybe you have 150 agents or advisors on your firm and you want to create a strategy for maybe yourself or maybe for everyone. The cost can start to add up if you are building this on your own or if you're relying on an individual creating the content for you. So if you're going out using a customized service, creating 2 client emails, spending 4 hours of your own time, or maybe offsetting that to a custom content creator for $1,700. Maybe you want to have these 12 social posts that go out per month. Those are about 3 hours if you are tech savvy. The 2 lead capture pages, those landing pages that we looked at, 4 hours, maybe $3,000. And all of that starts to add up to 27 hours just for 1 month's worth of content that we just covered. So the 2 emails that go out to your clients, the 4 that go out to your prospects, the video, and all the personalization, it starts to add up. And by the end of the month, you're spending $10,000 just to get this set up. And so instead of being able to either give up all your time or spend $10,000 to $13,000 a month, we want to give you other opportunities. So at Snappy Kraken, we partner with IMS. We have different tiers that will fit for whatever your marketing budget may look like. And in October for this webinar, we're offering to say to waive your setup fees. So maybe you're looking to build a new website. You can save $1,400. It's essentially the build of your website. Maybe you want to have our content library. We'll waive all the setup fees for you to get started, and then you'll get an additional 15% off through IMS in the partnership that we share. So if you are interested in learning more, meeting with our experts to talk through some of the marketing strategy, to talk about maybe some of the missing elements that you'd like to include into your strategy, feel free to book a demo with our team at snappykraken.com/IMS, and you'll be able to have the offer for October plus the additional 15% off. Now, if you're still thinking, Kendall, we talked about a lot today. We talked about 30 to 60 minutes. I still worry about that. It feels a little bit, like my hands are full and I'm not sure that I want to spend even that much time. We do have other opportunities. So our team has a done for you solution that offers to but basically build a strategy for you. You'll be able to work with a dedicated account executive for your own firm, and then we'll be able to send out all of the content on your behalf. So the cadence that we just covered, we'll do that for you. If you have customizations that you want to make, we'll be able to help you on that front because you have a dedicated account specialist to help you do that. It helps with your website, we help with your SEO, and we help with all of your content. So our done for you option is another alternative. If you'd like to be fully hands-off, fully automated, our team is here to help. Mike Acevedo, he has used our Freedom 360, our done for you solution. He's landed 2 brand new high net worth clients. He has 2 million in new AUM. He has 3 to 5 times more email response compared to other programs. And then he's generated 30K ARR for new clients for his firm. So that's a great story from using our product on a regular basis and then also relying on our team to do it for you. So whichever one you prefer, there's the ability to generate great results for this. And so, like I said, our team is here to support that marketing strategy. If you just want to meet and you just want to talk about through some of what you're doing already, discover any of the gaps. Maybe you're doing it right already and you just want to have a double check. Our team of experts, you're in great hands with them. They can walk you through all of the content strategy, everything that we offer with websites. And then if you do decide that this is something that you want to start to work into your growth plan, then you're able to use a lot of the discounts that we offer through our program and through our October promotion. So definitely take advantage of that. Book your demo now if that's something that you're interested in. If you have any questions, you can find me in a couple of different ways. I'm available for those consultations too. My email is Kendall, Kendal, at snappykraken.com, or you can find me on LinkedIn. It's Kendall Wild. I'd love to connect if you're on there, and be able to continue the conversation. But either way, I hope that you took home the benefit of communicating with your clients on a regular basis, retaining them, making those relationships strong, giving your prospects a little bit more TLC, creating video to be able to scale your voice, and then also personalizing your content to give it the extra edge to really set you apart from your competitors. So if you have any questions, I am here for the next few minutes, but that is all I have for you today. So thank you so much for joining me. So glad that you were here, and I look forward to the next conversation.
Thank you for all the information. We do have a couple questions in the chat, and one I can answer that for you. It's that snappykraken.com/arms if you're wanting to book a consultation. I'll also launch a poll question here shortly. If you're just wanting some more information around that before you're wanting to book your consultation. Also, there's another question in the chat saying, are you helping them find the prospects in their emails to begin with, or is this to build it out and sending information out to those prospects?
So we do a little bit of both. We do organically help you generate leads. So this is going to be through different strategies with your SEO, with your website. But there's a million different ways to generate leads. You can go through different sources. Really, this is going to be best to couple with contacts that you already have. So if you're starting at zero, we can help you generate leads, but we're not going to be selling like a list of leads. So if you're looking to have 5,000 by next month, there's other tools that will be able to help you do that, but not all leads are created equally. So be cautious in the leads that you purchase. Though within our product, we have something that basically is a data enrichment tool that we integrate with to help you lead score these leads. So if you are coming in with a list, maybe you've bought them, maybe they've come from webinars or seminars that you've been able to do, we do have tools that are going to help you to pretty much categorize and tier these leads so that you know where to focus, who to communicate with, and then just spend your time wisely. So we do help with lead sourcing, though if you're looking to generate a lot of them, there are other tools which I can, send you in the right direction. It's just going to depend on your needs. So feel free to reach out and I can share some of the different ones that I think work well.
Then another question we had was going back to the videos. Are you using YouTube for that?
So our video scripts, they are essentially, here, I have a minute. Let me pull a video script up if anyone's still on, and I'll show you how they actually look. I'm gonna share my screen again. Can you see this? No. Are you able to see my screen? Yeah.
We are, yes.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna log into the library and you'll get a quick little demo. But when you log in, you'll have access to all of this. And so when it comes to our videos, we give you the scripts to be able to record them wherever you may want to do that. So I oftentimes use Loom. You can also use Zoom, which sound oddly alike, but they're different. But they're both recording services. So here's one of our video scripts. It's called Beyond FOMO Investing for the Long Term. And it looks like this. So you'll go into the campaign. You'll eventually locate the script. What I would do is copy this into a teleprompter. And then I would say, you've seen the headlines, right? Tech stocks shooting through the roof, AI companies booming overnight, or remember the whole GameStop frenzy? It's tempting to think. And then you continue on. All while you have this recording on Loom or Zoom. And then once you're finished recording, you'll take the URL from Zoom that they provide you. You add it into the video link here. So let's just say my video, great. I think because it's fake, it won't save it. But if it was a real video, it would give you a preview of the landing page that would have a small thumbnail. And then it would give you this promotional email. It would show you the questionnaire. It would also show you the Facebook post that it would create. And then once you're ready to go, you press finish and you'll be able to launch. Now I can't finish this because I don't have the actual link in there, but you'd be able to launch it. So you see it's 86% complete. You just need that URL and now it's ready to go. So for your YouTube question, you can also take this video, this 60-second video, and you can add it to YouTube. But the problem with YouTube becomes, how do you get people to your page? How do you direct them all there? The purpose of this campaign is to be able to distribute it to as many people as possible in your contact list, whether that's your prospects or your clients. It's hard to get your YouTube page to all of those people unless you have some type of automation system to be able to distribute it. So you can use this both ways, but I always advise, if you have YouTube videos, you still want to be able to send this out through your email, show it on your Facebook, on your LinkedIn, so that more people can view it. Any questions
Yeah, thanks
about
again.
the
Lastly,
actual library or the video scripts?
check. Not seeing any additional questions coming in, but I did want to go ahead and launch this last poll question. You do have Kendall's information out there as well as the ways to get into contact with her. But if you're wanting to go to an IRMS sales director first, talk about some additional resources, here is a poll asking you if you'd like to do a demo.
I also just added my email there. If anyone is interested, you're welcome to reach out to me individually. Happy to answer any questions, but yeah, otherwise, thank you so much. And look forward to our next call.
All right. Thanks, Kendall. Thank you all for joining us.
All right, take it easy. Thanks, everybody.
Take care.